Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at KASPA. This is going to be a lower time frame video. Make sure you check out our higher time frame video up above if you haven't already. Let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Okay, so in the previous video, what we were talking about was looking for this potential of extension to the upside here. Now, what I'm looking for more here is a little bit more structure to the upside, looking to take us towards this 1618. Now, it is possible that this third wave could already be here, in which case what we would have here is a move where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're looking for a fifth wave directly up here. Alternatively, this could also be implying that we could get some more extension within these waves. So we need to be a little bit careful. If we see price do something like this as a bigger A, B, and a C, and we actually look to come back down here and invalidate this idea of this continuation up here where we cannot cross this wave one high, I would be on the lookout for the possibility that we could look to actually retrace back into this 0360 area to this 0328 as a possible support zone. Now, invalidation of any more extension to the upside in a 5-wave structure here would come by dropping down below this zone here of this 03065. So as long as we are above this zone and above this 032881 area, we do have potential that we could still see this continue to the upside. Now, if we are looking at this as 1, 2, 3, and then we're looking for a fourth and a fifth, effectively what we'd be looking for here then is this to be our support box area. So this 3883 to this 3657. As long as we hold this level, we do have potential that we could be looking to push to the upside one more time for this fifth wave. Now, if we do not reach this 1618 within this third wave here, our target would actually be a little bit lower here. So that would be this second white box area that we've got over here, which would be this 43453 to this 41913. Now we do have the previous swing high, which is sitting here towards this 42750. So it would be interesting to see how we react around this level to see whether this move is going to actually just move up into this and then look to start rejecting to the downside. So the same idea would be in play here, that if we do see this develop as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, until we actually break down below this low point here, which would be this 30,656, we can always see continuation to the upside. Now, within this structure, effectively what we'd be saying is, we're looking for extension here where this 47595 is going to be a target which we're looking for to confirm that there's some extension going on here, where effectively if we do move up into this zone, this would then mean that this all becomes a third wave. We'd be looking for a fourth and a fifth, and this would mean that we have a series of 1s and 2s still to play out. So we'd have an additional fourth and fifth like this to the upside. So as long as we continue to hold these levels, we can look for that potential to see price continue up in this way. Now, we also need to be careful because if we fail to show that this move forms and we hit these targets looking for the extension, what this could also mean is that we could just have this move in this way here, where actually we count this as 1, 2, all of this becomes 3, 4, and then this move to the upside becomes our fifth wave. So if we start to break down from this point, because we have moved up to the 0.382 of the wave 1 to 3, if we do start to move down in a bigger way here, where we start to see a bigger break to the downside and we start to lose these key lows here, so this one would be this 32612. If we start to lose this level, then I would be looking at this as the potential next support zone, which would be this 31282 to this 23503. If we do see a move down here in a 3-wave structure, this would then align with our higher time frame count, where what we could be looking for is this is 1212. Now, in this count, effectively, what we would be looking for is the idea that this move is going to extend to the upside here, looking for the possibility of continuation here, where this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and what we're looking for is this 51642 as our third wave. So if we are looking at it in that way, we need to see this higher target get hit here so we can confirm the structure here. Until we actually do that, we need to just be careful, because this could also just be a corrective move to the upside. Now, what this would mean is that even if we do potentially sweep this high here, we need to be cautious of the idea here that this move could just be 3 waves, where actually this is just an A wave, B wave, we get a C wave up, 1-to-1 being this 44234, which would kind of align with having one more push to the upside here, looking to potentially take these highs, and then looking for that possibility that this whole move could be A, B, and that could actually still align with the idea of getting a C wave down. So unless we continue to follow the impulsive structure here, we need to just be careful of this idea that we could still see this C wave come into play where we look to break down after this looks to complete. So that is why we need to just continue to monitor how the structure forms here and see whether we get this as an additional fourth and a fifth here and we push to the upside, or if this starts to break down. Because one of the other ways that we are talking about this as a simple impulse is that we could also say that within this structure, this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're looking for this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if that's the case, effectively, we could look to complete higher up here, and then this could look to fall away in a bigger way. So this is why I'm saying, you know, we need to just watch how this moves. If we continue to hold these previous wave 2s, we can look for that possibility of extension. If we do start to reject in a bigger way here, we could see this become 1, 2, and we get a bigger retracement down towards this 2011 area to this 1408 if this is a completed move. Alternatively, if this is a completed move into this high here, what we need to be just a bit cautious of is that if this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, what we could do is actually see a bigger retracement back to the downside, looking to come back into these previous wave low here, which would be this 1165. So we need to be cautious of this on the macro here, because if we have a completed 5-wave structure to the upside here, we could be looking for, you know, a big, longer, drawn out 4th wave to start to follow this. So that would be that bearish case. So want to see how we react, continue to see if we hold these previous lows here. If we do, we can look for that possibility of continuation, whether this becomes 1, 2 here, and then we see 3, 4, 5, and we look to push to the upside some more. Or alternatively, if we do see that bigger retracement, where, like I said, what we have is something like this, where this becomes 1, we get a bit of a bigger retracement down here back towards this 3228 to this 2350, and then look for that continuation from that point. But as long as we continue to hold these higher levels, we do have the potential that this could actually just continue to extend out here, where at the moment this is going to be our key level 36577. As long as we hold that zone, we can look for that possibility that we could still see a move up here one more time to this 4353 to this 41991. Now, if we are looking at this as a potential 1 and 2, this would only get confirmed by a much higher move up here. This would be much more bullish in this case, but we'd have to move as high as this 5387 for confirmation that this is actually extending directly from this point. Unless we do, it becomes more likely that, you know, we're going to see something like this as a 4th and a 5th, and then we're going to see that breakdown from that point. If we are looking at this as a 4th wave, effectively what I'd want to see is something along these lines here, where what we'd be saying is that this move here could be A, this could be B, and then we're looking for a C wave. 1 to 1 is this 36754. Alternatively, we could also be getting something like this, A, B, C, D, E as a triangle here, and then see that push to the upside directly without coming back down as deep as these levels. But we need to just be cautious, because if we cross this level here of this 3577, this invalidates the idea of the 4th wave here. And then once we start to break down below these lows here, which would be this 32621, this invalidates the idea that this can be 1, 2 here, and then we'd have to start looking at that possibility that this move could actually complete into this high, and we could be starting that bigger retracement to the downside. Having a look at our daily pivots here, what we can see is that price is actually currently below these. This could mean that if we do move back up here to this 39138 to this 39928, we could start to see rejection to the downside if we fail to break back through these levels. If we do move down, our first target is here at this 38054. We have this level here of this 35804, which would actually align with invalidation. And we have 34368 and this lower level here of this 32122 as possible targets for today. As well as that, to the upside here, if we do manage to reclaim these central lines here, what we do have is this 41775, this 43211, 45426, and this 46898 as potential upside targets. So these would align with that idea here that if we do move up, we could still potentially see that extension here, where we see price come back up into some of these higher resistance lines here, where we could see price look to move into these highs of this 5th wave if we do look to push up in that way. Now, we also do have some weekly CPR lines which have just been printed this week. So what we are going to do is flip those on now. And what we can see here is that we do have these central lines sitting here. So these are sitting between this 3878 and this level here of this 3579. If we do look to remain between these zones, what we could do is actually look for that retest of the central line here, which would be this 37293. And if we do hold this level, we could see price potentially move back to the upside. If we start to lose this level, downside targets for this week become this 35795. And if we hold this zone, potentially we can look to continue to the upside. If we start to lose that, what we'd be looking for as possible targets for this week would be this 33618. We have these lower targets of this 26886 and this 23166 as potential downside targets, as well as that to the upside here. What we do have is this 4396, and we have this 47649 and this 54339 as possible upside targets for this week. So going to be keeping an eye on these levels. If we do see price continue to hold these central lines here, we can look for this possibility of a push to the upside and looking for these higher targets. If we start to lose these, I will be looking for these lower support lines to see if we get support come in if we do move into them. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you will find a link to Discord. Come check it out, it is free to join. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.